Hello, right, I think we should have a microphone now. Let me just double check and make sure that is the case. Let me just double check and make sure that is the case. Right, and I just re-heard myself, so that sounds like a winner. So, without further ado, let's do the thing. And the thing today is something very special. So, if I pull this down, I'm hoping you should be able to hear the music in the background. Which again, I'm just going to double check to make sure that is the case. Because I'd hate to just hear that you're listening to me and not the music. The thing today is something very special. So if I pull this down, hopefully you should be able to hear the music in the background. Doesn't look like there's any music, so let me double check that. I'd hate to just hear that you're listening to me and not the music. The thing today. Give me 2 seconds. Always fun with VR, trying to get it working. So, give me 2 secs. Let me add the audio. What do we want? We want the audio output. Right, I'm hoping that may have fixed it. Let's see. Add the audio. If not, I may just go with it as it is. But we'll see. I may have fixed it. Let's see. That sound like it. How annoying. Right, I'll give it one last crack just to see, so bear with me. Right, I think we may have cracked it. Let's see. Right, I think we may have cracked it. Let's see. Damn, it doesn't look like it's working. Oh, that's... We may have cracked it. Let's see. Oh, how annoying is that? It's so close. Oh, sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. There's always a technical difficulty with me. Let me see if I can keep the audio going. Just bear with me one moment. Right, let's see if that makes any difference. Right, I think I might have cracked it. I can see things going on, which is good. If I've done it, he's going to be well happy, and you guys will be happy as well. So give me 2 seconds. Damn, it doesn't look like it's working. Oh, how annoying is that? It's so close. Oh, sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. There's always a technical difficulty with me. Let me see what I'm going. Bear with me one moment. Right, I've just heard it. Fantastic. I think we've got it working, ladies and gentlemen. So, always a kerfuffle with me, but believe me, it's going to be worth it. It's super unique, and if you haven't already worked it out, because it's bloody written on the screen, this is Wolfenstein 3D, the 2D game that was made by id Software a very long time ago. It was almost quoted as being probably one of the most influential first-person shoot-em-ups, possibly of all time. And some clever chap at the, let me get the studio name correct. Did I bloody close the window? Give me a minute, because I would hate to think that I would get their name wrong. So bear with me one moment, the clever chaps. Made this all queued up. From Further Beyond Studios have made this absolutely fantastic port of Wolfenstein 3D, which, if you haven't played, shame on you. It's probably one of the most influential VR games. Sorry, not VR games. I wish it was back then. 2D first-person shoot-'em-ups probably ever made, and it birthed pretty much every single game that's first-person shooter that we have in existence, pretty much. So thanks to the guys at id Software and the guys at the studios who made this. So this is an absolute port of Wolfenstein 3D in VR. So as you can see, I have a very funny looking pistol and a very pixelated looking hand. However, there is actually some settings, bear with me, so you can actually change it to a more realistic gun, although the hand doesn't change, which is a bit odd, but anyway, whatever. So we'll put that back there. I can actually change the hand, so if I go left hand, whee, switch hands, but unfortunately I'm right-handed, so that would be silly. So let's go back. So you navigate the menu by moving up and down, and then you pull the trigger, make your selection. It is a bit iffy, and it is still in a beta. Considering these guys made this off their own back and it works as well as it does, is fascinating. Now, one thing to bear in mind, if you do suffer from motion sickness, probably take a break from this. I mean, I'm not going to make it a long stream, but I'm going to try and not move as quick as I probably normally would, just so the effect isn't as horrific on you guys. So let me just take a step back just so you get more of what it's got. So yeah, so like I said, it's the first game, so you can select any level you want, but as everyone remembers, the very first level of Wolfenstein. So I'm hoping you can hear the music because it's pretty iconic. And there's actually the controls on the wall. So I've got a pause menu, which obviously pauses the game. Now, one thing you probably would remember is the very impressive HUD, which was made for this game. So to bring the HUD up, you bring your hand up, click a button, and there it is. Anyone remember that? No, I hope you do. So you normally have your level, your score, which never quite got in this game where you would have a score. But anyway, how many lives? You can see the little cool good of Blazkowicz wearing a VR headset, which I like. That's a very nice touch. Your health, your ammo, and obviously which gun you've got. So if I switch that to the knife, stabby, stabby, and then the pistol. So that's what you start with after killing that dude down there. But anyway, so yeah, as you can see, I mean, it's done really well. So if you ever played the original, it looks exactly the same, which is a bit creepy considering this is all in VR, right? So anyway, what's quite funny is as you walk up, if you've ever played the game, as you get over a point, they actually start to turn, which is quite funny. So even little things like that were in the original game have actually stayed, even though we're in VR, which makes absolutely no sense. But anyway, it's still cool. So let's walk up to the 3D but 2D door. Slide the door, it opens. So I start to creep out here. From memory, there should be a guy around that corner and one around there. So let's see. There it is. Oh, sit down. Oh, hang on. There we go. So as you can see, it's super weird, right? You're playing a 2D game in VR in 3D. Like, my mind is completely blown right now. So likewise, you've got these chicken dinners. How ironic how that's become a thing now. You roll over it and your health goes back up. And they've also added like dynamic blood splattering, so as you can see on the wall, like all these pixelated blood that's hit on the wall and stuff. So bear with me, I'm just going to pick up some ammunition. Fortunately, I don't actually need to reload the gun. Repair the gun, what am I talking about? From memory, this has got nothing in it. No, it's got dinner, fair enough. Pick one of those up. So essentially the way I'm navigating this, if you've ever seen an Oculus or, well, I mean, I'll say an Oculus because that's what I've got. There's some thumbsticks on it. You can use a teleportation method, but for just to make it feel more authentic, I'll use the thumbstick to make me walk back and forward. So let's go up to the door, open that. We can sit down. Thank you very much. As you can see, like it's super clever how they've done stuff like that, and I think it's a really nice touch. Not that I'm sadistic or anything, but it's a nice touch that adds a bit new to the game that obviously didn't have it back then. But, I mean, even weird stuff like, you see that little bumpy bit on the door there? Like, obviously in the standard game, you never would have got that. You would have had some sort of shading that looks something like how I'm standing head on. So to have that little bit of depth is quite weird. But anyway, I'm babbling on, so let's see if I can get the first level done. So, oh, hello. Come on in. I've got some lead for you. There we go. Sit down. Alright, I think the coast is clear. Now then, Dean, do you remember how to complete the first level? I mean, that's a nice touch. I didn't even notice that. So that chandelier is actually 3D. So I think in the original game, it was actually a 2D sprite. So that is super cool to think that that's actually an actual 3D model. So, oh, hang on, someone just popped out of the door. Oh, hang on, let me take him out. There we go. Right, so that's what I get for babbling on. So yeah, so I mean that's seriously cool to think that. Yeah, they've added little 3D elements. I mean, like the plants in the corner, the chandeliers and stuff. So, if you've ever played this game, playing this in VR really is odd. I mean, I played this game to death when I was younger, so to think that I'm playing this in VR. Anyway, I'm babbling on. I'm trying to relive my youth. So let's carry on. So you missed. Oh, hang on. Right, now if I remember, there's a bloke who sits down this corner. There he is. Right, and I also remember, there's a secret door down here. Oh, hang on. There we go. See, how about that for a memory? Right, let's quickly get these medipacks. I'm at 100%. Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Right. Yeah, I think we might need to work on those physics, guys, because last time I checked, blood can't hang in the air. Anyway, so let's carry on. So now you can see I've got this very pixelated machine gun, which is quite funny. I mean, it would have been nice, I guess, if you could maybe hold it and kind of aim, but I mean, the original Wolfenstein, you essentially had a gun that sat in the middle, and I just realised how weird that looks. But essentially you'd have a gun that was in the middle and you would obviously just turn and fire. So, I mean, that would have been a nice, maybe, attachment, but maybe it would spoil the aesthetics of the game. So, so the hand, essentially, is only used for opening the door, as far as I'm aware. So, like so. Nice. Come on in. Who wants it? Whee. Right. Oh, come on, brain. Was it left or right? Oh, that's annoying. I think it's right. Anyway, so yeah, things like these tables are in 3D, little candles and stuff like that. So, little nice touches where you've got a mix of 2D meets 3D, I think is really, really nice to see. So, let me just open that. Oh, wrong door. Sorry, mate. Do I really want to steal this jewellery? Nah, I can't be bothered. Right, anyway, let's Avante and move on to this room. So, let me open sesame. Let me just quickly swing around. There we go, much better. So the tracking went off a little bit there, so let me just... Oh, hang on. Let's see if I can pop him without him seeing me. Oh, no. No is the answer. Alright, you can sit down as well. I've actually just noticed, actually, that even these columns, I mean, you can see it's all been rendered beautifully. Because, I mean, the original kind of had all these, the same look and feel. But, I mean, they've rendered them in 3D, and it's just fantastic to see a game that was made so long ago, made into VR. It's absolutely brilliant. Oh, well, hello, lads. Calm down, sit down. There we go, right. But I mean, like, it's it's mad how accurate this is. It's exactly the same as the game that I played. God knows, it must be over 30 years ago now. No, probably less than that. I'll tell you about 20 years ago. If someone wants to go and find that information out, that would be greatly appreciated, and drop it in the chat below. While we're here, just make sure no one's behind me. And, oh, hello. Go on, sit down, you bugger. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, good night. Right. Anyway. Right, that's a dead end. Or is it? Oh, come on, Dean. Remember. Oh, that makes my life easier. Thank you. Oh, hello. They're all coming after me now. think we're in the good. Hang on. Hang on. I'll get a pistol out. Oh. Which is that's really cool, actually. I didn't even appreciate that to start with. So obviously in the original game, if you got shot from behind, you'd be like, oh my god, well, like that. Exactly that. You'd be like, where am I getting shot from? I need to turn around and do something. Whereas that, I just literally reach behind and gun those guys down. That's really cool. Anyway, let's carry on. Oh, hello, I'm going the wrong way. So, let me... Oh, well, away! Easy there, boys. There we go. Right, and from memory, this should be the end of the level for anyone who's played it before. So we open this bad boy. Ah, no one's there. Pull the handle, and we're good. How about that? Woo! Right, that was a bit too much excitement. So, that was the first level of Wolfenstein 3D VR, which... Honestly, for anyone who's ever played this game, which, as I said, if you haven't, shame on you, it's crazy. Like, I spent years of my life playing games, sat in front of a computer looking at a 2D image, and now I'm playing the exact same game in a 3D world, looking at 3D walls of the same game. It's honestly the most surrealist experience ever. Oh, hello. Doggy doggy. I do like dogs, but not when they're trying to bite my face off. And they also know how to open doors from memory. Or do they? Maybe I'm wrong about that statement. Oh, sorry, buddy. I promise no animals were harmed in the filming of this. Right. Come on. Let's see if I can keep going until I lose a life. Oh man, this really takes me back. Why do I think that? No, maybe I'm wrong there. Hang on a minute. One of these doors. Oh shit! Oh. I didn't even realise that. How bloody clever! So, in the original game, as far as I'm aware, if you shot, you didn't get any bullet holes or anything like that, and now they've actually added little physics in, and this game keeps getting better and better. Sorry, I'm quite fascinated by this. I just love the mix of old versus new. I think a lot more games could be like this. I mean, Quake, the original Quake, Quake 2 like this would be, oh man. I love the detail they've got on the table there. It's absolutely fantastic. So, just turn back around. There we go. So I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Obviously it's a bit of a trip down memory lane and it's not as graphically cool as some other games, but I mean it's fascinating to see what is actually what's actually possible with VR. And obviously taking a game that was made a long time ago and to do this is pretty impressive. So let me just... Oh, this is the bit where Dean gets lost. Oh, hang on. Come on. Alright, let me back out of that one. Let me go into this one. No, just bones. So I think this was like a little prison thing, wasn't it? Or am I wrong? Yeah. So let me... Come on in, open. So I think I went down there. Let's quickly go down here. I can't remember if one of these pictures had a... No, sometimes they do have little secrets, as you saw in the first level. If he's gonna... I don't know how far these things can shoot. Oh, actually. Okay, we've got some range on this bad boy. That's pretty cool. Right, I'm assuming I'm getting closer. The rule of Wolfenstein. The more baddies, the closer you're getting. Oh. Sit down. Oh, hello. Whee! Oh, hang on. How's my health doing? Oh, Christ, I'm down to 5%. That means this stream could end very quickly unless I find some health. damn, I didn't even think I got hit that much. Right, anyway. Gee, how many bullets? Oh, loads of bullets. Right. Die bloody down there, isn't there? Oh, shot. Oh, what a shot! And the health. The stream carries on. Get in. I don't remember green barrels in the original game. Unless that's something they're developing, I don't know. Let's have a look. Right. Sorry, Ferdo. Right, anyway. I really don't remember this room as well. Well, that's what I remember. Barrels like that. I don't remember green barrels, unless, of course, it's not rendered properly. Anyway, this looks like a complete dead end, so let me carry on. I hope you're enjoying the music, because this is taking me back to the 90s. Yeah, you can sit down. Oh, that was a toilet, apparently. With some weird looking wash basins and no toilet, I won't ask. Right, where the bloody hell do I go? I'm sure that was the same room, wasn't it? Let's have a quick look. Oh, no. Sorry, I'm just having a quick check where I am in the virtual world versus the virtual world versus the real world. There we go. Let me just open that up again. Let's cruise back here. There's obviously something I've missed. Surely that's got to go through the same place, right? Yeah. Okay. What is it I've missed? Okay. So that's that. Okay. Oh man, this music takes me back. This is so good. Mad props to the guys who made this. This is my childhood. Oh, there we go. That's where we need to go. So, now does this wall move back? No, one of these bloody things does. No. I can't remember that. Huh. Left or right? I'm going to say left. Bum ba da bum. Oh. Oh, I hate these guys. Oh, bloody hell. Hang on. Come on in. Let's have it. Ah, bloody dead. Ah, no way. Right, anyway, I did say I would end the stream once I got killed, so that was that. So, I mean, I hope this has shown you some of the stranger sides of VR where... actually, I'll tell you what, let me end the game and bring back some nostalgia for some of you. I mean, how cool is that? They remade the freaking start of the game in 3D. What? This is crazy. Anyway, I love how you can just shoot that randomly in here. Actually, one thing I want to try. I'll change that to realistic. Does that? No, it still comes up with a pixelated blast. Right, fair enough. Just interest. Intrigue, even. What am I talking about? So, yeah, I hope that's shown you some interesting smaller projects. Obviously, this wasn't developed by a big known company or, you know, they had a huge budget. This was just essentially, for as far as I'm aware, a group of enthusiasts who loved the game so much that they decided to make a VR version. So, I may do more of this. I may play more of this and see if I can actually complete it like I did when I was younger. So, if you like this, obviously put it in the chat. I can't quite see the chat at the moment, but in the next stream, I'm going to have the chat appear on my hand so that I can keep an eye on you guys. So that'll be something I'll be bringing to the next stream. Not sure when that's going to be. Could be later this week, could be next week. We'll see. As you can tell, my streaming schedule is non-existent and it's pretty much on the fly. So really appreciate each and every one of you who has taken your time to either drop me a follow or has pinged me a message saying, "This is super cool, dude. Keep it up. This is amazing stuff," or some ideas for different games or whatnot. But yeah, I hope you've really enjoyed this. I certainly have, and this is really surreal. But yeah, I mean, for me, Mean Machine Dean, I'm just going to take off my wonderful gun and place that down. And I'm going to take off my prosthetic hand and place that down. And there we go. So that was Wolfenstein 3D in 3D in VR, which till this day still confuses the hell out of me. It was great to play and I really enjoyed it. And if you do have a Rift, drop me a message, whether it's on Facebook at facebook.com/MeanMachineDean or Instagram, which is instagram.com/MeanMachineDean. Drop me a note and I can ping you the link of where to actually play this if you have a Rift or an Oculus. They have developed it for both, so it does work for both platforms. So anyway, enough of me talking. I'll let you get back to your evening, your afternoon, or your morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you've enjoyed this and have a very, very pleasant evening, afternoon, and day wherever you are in the world today. Thank you.